Hail, Holy Queen, Mother of Mercy. Hail our life, our sweetness, and our hope. To thee do we cry, poor banished children of Eve. To thee do we send up our sighs, mourning and weeping in this vale of tears.
Journey's spelt with an E, dearest? Do you really wish that?
Don't you?
But Ned, darling, your father's much too busy at the embassy to come with us.
No, I know, but if he wasn't...
Just you and me.
Goodbye, son. I hope the treatment proves successful. Be good. Take care of your mother for me.
I will, Father. amazing chess set down there. The pieces are huge. Can we have a game?
Later, darling. After we've been to the sanatorium.
But that's not for ages.
Why not take a walk?
Boring. Unless you come too.
I still have to bathe and dress and do all the other boring things that a mother has to do. Why don't you go and scout the lay of the land? I'll join you later.
Kehrt euch um. Handschuhe. Ja, mit Ihnen bin ich immer zufrieden. Hände nieder. An die Arbeit.
Jao servitore. Mijn collega staat nooit.
Hey, bis 10 Uhr ist es jetzt zu.
What?
Bis 10 Uhr ist es jetzt zu.
Lassen Sie doch den Jungen. Bisschen freundlicher zu den Gästen.
I was just looking.
Would you like more? And just have a look?
Like a what?
Go for a ride.
With you?
Why not?
I don't even know you.
Oh, sorry. Christian Alexander Maria von Hauenstein. Your name is?
Edmund. Edmund Tuckman.
Well, Edmund, may I call you Edmund?
Well, of course you can.
And you may call me Alexander. So, now that we know each other, how about our ride?
Oh, well, I'd love to. But you see...
Oh, yeah, I see. Your father wouldn't permit it.
Oh, I'm sure he wouldn't mind. But, well, he's at home. In Vienna.
So, we phone in and ask his permission.
Well, I could ask my mother. Well, she's here. Only she's still in bed. But I could go and ask her.
At this time, a lady? That would be very impolite. Another time, no doubt. But are you here for long?
Well, all week.
Mm-hmm. So we have plenty of time. Perhaps we may go exploring instead.
Where to?
And that's the fun of exploring. One never knows where to. You like it here?
Yes, I do quite. Don't you?
Well, I should have thought it's a rather boring place of someone of your age.
Yes, it is quite.
Are you here on your holidays?
No, my father, well, sort of. You see, my father said that I should have treatment in a sanatorium.
Is your father a doctor?
No, he's a diplomat. But, well, our doctor in Vienna said I should have treatment.
Do you write?
No.
It's a wonderful feeling. You should learn it. I can't do it anymore because of my little lung problem.
What's that?
That's an old observation tower. There's a strange story about it. They say that the man spent 20 years building it, stone upon stone. And then when he finally put the last stone in place, he jumped over the top.
Why?
Oh, who knows? I don't know. Perhaps he was bored. Why do you have treatment?
Well, I have asthma.
Ah.
The doctor says it's quite serious, actually.
You must not concern yourself too much with what doctors say. They have really the feeling they have an answer for everything. Like diplomats. Oh, it's locked. I was once given 6 months in which to live.
When?
Oh, that was 2 years ago. And I'm still here. You see?
What happened?
That was during the war. Some soldier wanted to impale me on the end of his bayonet. I seem to remember he too was an American, like you.
Oh dear.
It was a dear for the American also.
Why?
I was faster. Come on. Yeah. Shall we go up?
Well, do you think it's safe?
Oh, probably not. But things worth doing never are.
Oh, Drat, that's my mother.
Really? Yeah. Then you have to go?
Yeah.
Another time then.
Oh, by the way, well, I'm only slightly American.
Really?
See, my mother, she's half Austrian.
Edmund, come on, darling. We're going to be late.
Who was that? He's a baron called Alexander. He lives in a castle. And he was bayoneted during the war. That's why he's having treatment, like me.
Yeah, well, we won't be having any of them this year appointment. Really, we must hurry.
Well, maybe he'd drive us in his motor car. Well, he's got the most amazing motor car you've ever seen.
Ned, we don't even know him.
Well, I do.
There are many things that may precipitate an attack in a bronchial asthmatic, particularly when combined with emotional disturbance or tension.
Is that his heart? It seems to be beating so fast.
Oh yeah, but do not concern yourself. The electrical discharge has this effect. It is quite normal. But now, look here and here. This is where we see the inflammation which is caused by the asthma attacks. Providing he undergoes a regular course of inhalation, there's every chance he will make a complete recovery by the time he reaches puberty.
Do you know what sight I shall never forget? It was gazing at your heart, beating away in its little cage of bones. It almost broke my own heart to see it.
Alexander!
Ned.
Look, it's the Baron!
Even so, Ned, it's not very elegant to wave with your spoon.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Of course not.
Then please permit me to say what a pleasure it was to have had the company of this young gentleman this morning.
I trust he did not make a nuisance of himself.
On the contrary, he's a most agreeable companion. How did you find the sanatorium?
Oh, the driver knew the way.
I trust Dr. Weiss didn't alarm you too much with his theories.
No. He was most reassuring. Well, come along, Ned. 9 o'clock. Time to get ready for bed.
Oh, already?
Yeah, and I'm not even tired.
Remember what Dr. Weiss said about getting plenty of rest?
I know, but Alexander just said that Dr. Weiss...
It's what I say that counts, Ned. You ought to know that by now. Thank you. Baron...
Oh, forgive me. Christian Alexander Maria von Hartenstein.
Sonja Tuckman.
Das freut mich sehr.
How long, Ned?
Shall we continue our explorations tomorrow?
Oh, I'd love to. When?
8 o'clock?
Downstairs?
I'll be there. Gute Nacht.
How I loved her. What happiness, I thought, if we were going away together to live among the trees and in the fields, never growing older, never growing wiser, children ever, rambling hand in hand through flowery meadows.
Mama?
Yes.
Can I ride in Alexander's motor car?
No, darling. Not on your own.
No, I mean with Alexander.
I don't think your father would exactly approve.
But it's what you say that counts. Remember?
We'll discuss it tomorrow. Rambling through flowery meadows and laying our heads on moss at nights in a sweet sleep of purity and peace, to be buried by the birds when we were dead. Some such picture was ever in my mind, with no real world in it, bright with the light of our innocence, and vague as the stars above.
Schnell hinstellen. Mal sehen, wie er ausschaut. Umdrehen. Handschuh vorzeigen. Gerade stehen. Eine gute Haltung ist wichtig. Vor allem immer freundlich sein. Deine Handschuhe sind nicht sehr sauber. Komm.
Alexander? Alexander! Alexander! Where have you been?
Here. Waiting for you.
Why, I've looked everywhere for you.
You cannot have looked so very hard. I have been here since 8 o'clock. Would you like to have a breakfast?
Well, but I thought we were going exploring.
Indeed so. But you have plenty of time. How did you sleep?
Fine. Well, no. But my mother will be down in a minute if we don't go soon.
Perhaps she might wish to join us.
Well, can it just be me and you?
Why, of course. Why didn't you sleep well?
Oh, just a nightmare. I often get them.
Come a little bit closer. Yeah, you do have the eyes of a cat.
Is that bad?
No, on the contrary, it allows us to see things more clearly in the dark. Dreams, ghosts. That's the sort of...
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Of course.
You have? Where?
Well, every morning when I look in the mirror. You know what I did? I rubbed my face in his warm blood. And I lay there. A dead man, out of mind. I didn't pretend to be dead. I was dead. Among bits and pieces of dead bodies. Dying friends, screaming, mother, mother. I lay there. And... Good morning, Mrs. Tuckman.
Good morning, Baron. Darling.
Go on, what happened next?
No, I tell you later. Mrs. Tuckman, you have awoken to a beautiful morning.
Yes, I thought you two were going for a walk.
No, we decided to have breakfast first, and then we thought we might go for a ride. But as I understood right now, your husband wouldn't approve of Edmund riding along with me, and so may I ask you, would you like to join us for a ride?
It's very kind of you, but really...
Mama, you promised.
Edmund, I didn't promise. We have to be at the sanatorium at 11.
Oh, that's fine. I do have an appointment over there, and so I can drive you. And as it is 9 o'clock now, so may I invite you to be my guests at the swimming pool in the sanatorium?
I can't swim.
Indeed so. I'll teach you.
Would you?
Of course.
Oh, please let him, Ma. Please let him, please. Can it go any faster?
Naturally. But on the ice? Anyway, why end the journey so soon? Edmund told me that you are half Austrian.
My mother came from Vienna, yes.
And you don't speak German?
Warum nehmen Sie das an?
Oh, das war wirklich sehr dumm von mir.
What are you talking about?
They do not teach you German at school?
Oh, they do, but I've only been learning for one term. What's this for?
This is oil control, that's windscreen wipers, pressure, starter. I too learned English for only one term, though to be sure it was a long one. A term of imprisonment, I believe you say.
You went to prison?
Yes.
What for?
Edmund.
Did you kill someone?
Hundreds.
I think what the Baron means is that he was a prisoner of war?
That's correct. 1 year in a prison camp near Cambridge.
What was it like?
Oh, it was not so bad, actually. You see, Edmund, it is not the place. It's the people one meets. Take our hotel, for example. I was having a very boring time until you arrived. Edmund, now. Don't be a coward. Come.
I can't.
Come on. Yeah, I'm here for you. Jump.
Ned, don't if you can.
But he can't do it. Jump!
See what I did?
Yes, you did it. And now you will see. It's very, very easy. Yeah. So, and now, inhale. Inhale. So, yeah. Keep your back straight. Inhale, nice and quiet. Inhale and exhale. Take a deep breath. You see. Deep breath. You see? You feel it. In seinen Armen das Kind war tot. No brothers? No sisters?
No.
What? No friends? Companions?
Well, my mother.
Well, apart from her.
No, not really. We've only lived in Vienna for a year.
What? And in all that time, you didn't find a friend? I mean, a girlfriend?
I haven't really looked for one.
Then I think it's time to begin.
What?
Well, probably not. Why complicate your life with women before you have need of them? Besides, it would be very difficult to find anyone as beautiful as your mother.
You really think she is?
Don't you? I do.
Well, of course, but I would, wouldn't I? Did the bayonet do that?
What? You didn't believe me?
Well, I did. But Mama didn't. Does it still hurt? What's that?
I will show you. You see? No feelings.
None at all?
Well, no.
General. It's 3 o'clock, Master Tuchman. I'm afraid your time is over.
But the Baron said he'd be here at 2 o'clock.
I'm very sorry, but the General reserved the game for 3 o'clock. Please? Bitte, General.
Danke.
Stimmt's?
Danke.
Don't forget the Baron can do as he pleases. Perhaps our company bores him.
Of course it doesn't. He said he likes me. I think he quite likes you, too. He thinks you're very beautiful.
Checked your queen?
Doesn't matter. I've lost anyway.
It's how you win or lose that counts, not whether you win or lose.
But the Austrians didn't think that. They lost the war. What does tot mean?
Tot?
Yeah, in German. What does it mean?
Dead. Why?
Just wondered. What do you think of Alexander?
Well, he seems most charming. And then, of course, you know him far better than I do.
You wouldn't believe all the stories he told me about when he was in the war.
No. I probably wouldn't. Check.
Ja, das stimmt. Möchten Sie sich nicht zu uns setzen, Herr Baron?
Nein, danke. Vielleicht ein andermal.
Alexander! Where have you been? I've been waiting for you for ages.
Didn't you get my message?
What message?
Oh, that concierge. That's too bad.
Why? What happened?
I had a little delay with Dr. Weiss in the sanatorium. And good evening, Mrs. Tucker.
Good evening, Baron.
Edmund tells me that he didn't get my message, so I do apologize. May I join you?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
Will you tell me the rest of the story now?
Which one? Herr Ober, bitte. Eine Flasche Veuve Clicquot, 1912.
The one you were telling me this morning. About when you stuck out in no man's land? And you pretended to be dead? And you put all that blood off the other dead man on your face?
Not while we're still eating, please.
Your mother is entirely correct. Some people have sensitive stomachs. Unlike mine.
Alexander's got the most enormous scar you've ever seen.
Edmund, that's enough.
Why did you say I was dead?
Did I?
Yes, in the swimming pool you said, Das Kind war tot. The child was dead.
That was Goethe. That wasn't me.
Gnädige Frau, ein Telefongespräch. Danke. I'll only be a moment.
Aber sicher.
Who's Goethe?
Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. You don't know him. You should. Would you like to have a sip of champagne?
Yes, please.
And listen to my poem? You put me in mind of a boy in one of his poems called Erlkönig. Who is that riding so late through the night and the wind? It is a father with his child. He holds the boy safe in his arms. He holds him tightly. He keeps him warm. My son, why are you so frightened? Asked the father, and hiding your face. Father, can you not see? The Elk King? The Elk King, with his crown and his robe. My son, it's only a breath of mist. And now the Elk King whispers, you fine boy, will you come with me? My very own daughters shall look after you. And every night, they will dance the round and rock and dance and sing you to sleep. My father, can you not see? The Elk King's daughters in the dark over there? My son, I see very well. It's merely the willows that glisten so gray. And now the Elk King again. You lovely child, come with me. I will play wonderful games with you. There are many bright flowers on the shore, and my mother has a gown of gold. My father, can you hear? What the Elk King promises me? Rest still, rest calm, my boy. It is only the wind that sings in the leaves. And now the Owl King whispers to the boy, Ich liebe dich. I love you. And if you don't come willingly, and I take you by force. My father, he touches me now. The Owl King has done me a terrible harm. The father shudders and writes like the wind. He holds in his arms the moaning child. He reaches home as fast as he can. But in silent harmony,
The child was dead.
Nine o'clock, Ned.
Oh, but Mama!
That was your father on the telephone. He was quite shocked to know that you were still up.
But can't Alexander tell me the story about No Man's Land?
I promised him I'd make sure you went to bed at once.
I tell you what we are going to do. I will tell the story to your mother, and then she will tell the story to you, Neto.
Oh, but...
Ned, you go upstairs to bed and I'll be up presently.
But then you will tell me tonight.
Well, if you do as you're told and go up right now, then possibly I might.
And you won't forget anything.
I won't forget any of it. Now off you go.
Good night, Alexander.
Good night, Helman, and dream sweet.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and the hour of our death. Amen.
Edmund tells me that your husband spends most of his time away on diplomatic work.
Yes. It's unfortunate for him.
I'm sure it is.
I devote all my time to him, but a boy needs masculine companionship, as you are learning to your cost.
No cost to me. He does me good. He intrigues me. And so does his mother. To watch the two of you... almost like lovers.
Seems the deepest love affairs are the ones left unfulfilled.
Therein lies the tragedy.
Not at all. To consummate love is to make it mortal. Asleep ages ago.
But I've been waiting for you. For the story.
What story?
You know, about Alexander. In the war.
Quickly, into bed. You'll catch cold.
Why were you so long?
It was a long story.
Why? What happened?
Darling, it's far too late for me to tell you the story.
But
now.
You promised.
No, Ned, I didn't promise. I only said that I might.
No, you didn't. You said if I went upstairs...
No, I am not going to argue with you, Edmund. Now go to sleep at once.
He's my friend. I'm in him first.
I know, dearest. Which is why it would be better to let Alexander tell you the story himself. And you know what I'm like with stories. I'm hopeless. I forget. Besides, I get a nightmare. Sweet dreams, dearest.
Morgen.
Morgen. Herr Baron. Hallo, Bernig. Nur vor weiter.
Ja, vor circa 20 Minuten. Er sagt, er ist auf dem Weg, die Verkaufsverhandlungen abzuschließen. Moment, ich habe Post für Sie.
Hello.
Morning, Ned.
I've been waiting for you.
Have you?
All morning. You know, my mother said she'd tell me the story about when you were caught in no man's land? Well, she didn't.
Did she?
Well, no, she didn't. She said I should ask you to tell me instead.
Did she?
She said I might have a nightmare. But I don't get nightmares from that sort of thing. Do you?
I'm afraid. But our story has to wait until later.
Oh, please, Alexander.
Well, I will tell you the story. Could you do me a favor?
Of course.
Could you go to the sanatorium and ask if my cousin, Count Grundheim, has arrived yet? And if so, please let him know that I will not be able to join him for lunch today. Grundheim, Count Grundheim.
All right.
Thank you.
What, go now? Go now?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Only you will tell my mother where I've gone.
Sure.
When she comes downstairs.
Yes.
Count
Grundheim. Say it again.
Count Grundheim.
No. Grundheim. Thank you, Ned.
How are you spelling this name?
Grunheim.
We have no one here by this name.
But you must have. Well, he's Baron von Heinstein's cousin. Well, he's arriving today.
His name isn't on our list of reservations.
Perhaps he didn't make one.
Then he won't be staying here, because we are completely full. Guten Tag, Frau Eisenbar.
Können Sie mir für heute Abend ein Abteil reservieren?
Selbstverständlich, gnädige Frau. Ich werde
perhaps it
sofort
has two ends.
Ich muss um 8 in Gutenstein sein.
Grunn.
There is no one here by this name. One N or two. Now, good day. Entschuldigen Sie, wenn es Ihnen recht wäre, gnädige Frau, würde ich die Reservierung um 7 Uhr machen, ja?
Können Sie mir eine Kutsche bestellen?
Alexander, you've never heard of Count Gunn. Where's the Baron?
Wie, bitte?
Ja, ich reserviere es, gnädige Frau. Selbstverständlich, Augenblick. Ja, das geht. Ja.
Excuse me, but have you seen the Baron?
No.
It's really important.
Can I call in his room? Over there. So, also um 8 Uhr, ja?
Ja, aber jetzt bin ich...
Zweiten Stock. Keine Antwort. No reply.
What's the matter?
Where did you go? Been looking everywhere for you.
And we were looking for you. Did you give the message to my cousin?
He's not staying there.
Oh, what?
He's not booked in or anything.
Are you sure you remember the name quite well?
Yes, Count Grundheim.
Grundheim?
Well, you've never even heard of him.
That's too strange, too bad. He was due to arrive this morning. Very strange. Anyway, I think you earned yourself 10 Kronen. So your journey was not entirely a waste.
Ned, aren't you going to say something?
Thank you.
Pleasure. So, shall we go for lunch?
Ned, it's a lot of money for such a simple errand. Do you think you ought to be a little more grateful?
Why were you out here with Alexander?
We just told you we were coming to meet you.
But you can't have been.
Well, why have we not?
Well, the sanatorium's in the other direction.
What? We looked that way. Couldn't find you. So we thought perhaps that you'd come this way to look for us, which of course you had, hadn't you? Come on, let's have lunch before it really starts snowing. Ned, you like veal?
It's raw in the middle.
Well, leave it to one side and just eat the vegetables.
Do you like ice skating?
Yes, I do. Quite. Do you?
Indeed so. There's a tournament this afternoon. Would you like to have a look at?
With you?
No, darling. Alexander's offered to drive me down to Baden. There's some very dull shopping that I must do.
We could leave you at the skating and collect you on our way back, couldn't we?
Yes, you could. But if you don't mind, well, I'd rather go shopping with you. I quite like shopping, actually.
Ned, you know how bored you get when you go shopping with me.
No, I don't. Well, only sometimes. Anyway, I've never been to Baden.
Oh, that's a rather boring place, especially the art gallery.
The art gallery?
Mm-hmm. I mean, well, it's not really an art gallery, it's more a mausoleum. And there's on a very boring exhibition that your mother would like to have a look at.
Yes, I would, after I finish shopping. But really, Ned, you'd find the whole thing very dull. Whereas you love ice skating.
I love paintings, too.
Since when?
Since ages ago.
What? 17th century Bavarian landscapes.
They're my favorite.
That house sounds so beautiful. Why do you want to sell it?
It is beautiful, but the climate. 6 months snow, winter. Rain. Werden wir auch einmal Gelegenheit haben, ganz allein miteinander zu sein?
Vielleicht nach dem Essen, wenn Edmund sich niederlegt.
Why are you talking in German?
Is there some law against it? After all, we are in Austria.
But I can't understand.
Then it's time you learned.
Where are the landscapes?
All around you.
So, here we are.
Ich glaube, ich lege mit etwas dahin. Ich habe schreckliches
Kopfweh. Really, Edmund, don't be so rude. You must know, I said I'm going to lie down for a while as I have a very bad headache. So you boys will have to entertain yourselves without me.
Sehen wir uns beim Abendessen?
Nein.
What should we do, Alexander?
Danke, danke.
We could go ice skating, couldn't we? Or we could play chess, couldn't we? We could go for a swim. Or go exploring to the top of the tower. Just go for a walk. Whatever you like. What have I done that you don't want me anymore?
What?
Did I do something? Do I bother you?
Of course not, Ned. I have so many things on my mind right now. I tell you what, when I have done my work, then I will make it up to you.
You will?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Yeah, what would you like?
I don't know. Just to be with you. Will you let me stay up late tonight?
Fine.
You will?
That is what you like?
Promise?
I try.
And you won't let Mama send me up at 9 o'clock?
Leave it to me. That was very good. What's about yours?
Very good.
And yours, Ned?
Quite good, thank you.
Good.
If you'll both forgive me, I think I'll be going upstairs.
You promise you
You
don't
can
come
stay up later if you like. I, for one, am going to bed. Good night, dearest. Good night, Baron.
Good night.
Will you tell me the rest of the story now?
Which one?
When you covered your face with that man's blood?
Oh, no man's land. Yeah. I don't think I should tell you such stories anymore before you go to bed.
I'm not just about to go to bed. Mama said I could stay up for as long as I like.
Then, to be honest, I'm not in the mood. I'm very tired. Good night.
We have an early appointment at the sanatorium, so it's just as well to get a good night's sleep. Ned? Are you all right? the door.
Is there some law against it? After all, I am in the bath.
Don't fall asleep and drown.
Did you take your ephedrine?
Mm-hmm.
Good night, dearest.
Long, deep breaths. That's it? Yes.
Deeply. That's it, darling. That's it. That's it. Slowly, deeply. Breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. That's it. Tell you what we'll do. After we've been down to the sanatorium, why don't we go ice skating? Would you like that?
Together?
Just you and me. Ned, do you remember in Central Park when the lake froze over?
When?
In New York? Before the war?
Oh, yes. And you chased me across the ice.
You were chasing the ducks across the ice, and I chased after you to stop you falling in, and we both fell flat on our faces.
Good morning.
Good morning, Baron.
Good morning, Ned. You slept well?
Not particularly. Edmund had rather a bad night of it.
Ich auch.
He had an asthma attack.
Oh.
A rather bad one, as a matter of fact, so we're going down to the sanatorium after breakfast.
I'm sorry, Ned.
And then we're going skating.
Oh. And you're feeling better this morning.
Quite better, thank you.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Also darum.
Nein, nicht nur darum. Oh, sorry, darling. The Baron was just asking.
If you would like to have a lift to the sanatorium.
Darrow means a lift?
Your German improves by the hour. No. No. Darum means therefore.
I'd rather walk.
In the rain?
What rain?
Forecast is rain.
It's very kind of you, but really we don't want to put you to any trouble.
No trouble at all. I have to go to Baden anyway, and so I can take you with me on my way. Ned.
The lungs are still very constrained, but the inhalation chamber will help to clear the bronchial passages. Excuse me. Guten Morgen, Schwester. Ist das Inhalationszimmer frei? Ja, gut. Gut, wir kommen sofort. Ja. We can begin right away.
Will you wait for me?
Well, of course I will.
It will take some time.
Yeah, don't worry, darling. I'll be upstairs on the terrace. And don't forget, afterwards we're going skating.
You promise?
I promise.
Now, when I tell you, begin to breathe in very deeply. Now, begin. Deep breath, remember. Deeper.
Das Leben fließt wie ein Traum dahin.
I thought you were spending the day in Baden.
I changed my mind, as the weather is done. I came back to apologize.
There's really no need.
Perhaps then to Ned, if not to you. I really felt last night...
Please, I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
You're right. I see very clearly that my attentions to you caused much unhappiness for Edmund. And I should never forgive myself if you were to hold me responsible. So again, I'm sorry.
Dear Alexander, if only you were the cause, how simple it would all be. Edmund will grow away from me, not because of you or me, or even because he wants to, but because he must.
Quite. I have something for you. Down in my car.
Goodbye, Edmund. Until tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Alexander, how perfectly sweet of you. Have you seen my son?
Erstens einmal die Frau.
Edmund, where on earth have you been?
Question is, where have you been?
We've been out looking for you.
That's a lie. Isn't it, Baron?
Indeed, it is not, Ned.
My name is Edmund.
Then, Edmund, we are searching the whole sanatorium for you.
You're a liar, Baron!
Edmund.
Du bist ein Lügner! I saw you kissing my mother.
Edmund, go upstairs to your room at once. No, do you hear me? At once. Who is this child? I don't recognize him. Have you nothing to say for yourself?
It's true what I said. The Baron is a liar. He said he was going to Baden, but he didn't. Just waited till I was gone, and he came back for you.
That's not true, Ned. Though it may have appeared so to you. If you will apologize for your appalling behavior, I will tell you what happened.
Sorry.
No, I mean it.
I said sorry, didn't I? Why did you let him kiss you?
If you must know, I kissed him. An innocent kiss to thank him for giving us these tickets to Verdi's Requiem tomorrow. But what you've done is publicly accuse him of being a liar. Now, I want you to go back downstairs and apologize to Alexander.
But he is a liar.
Ned...
He's been lying to me all along.
Ned, how can you say that? I mean, Alexander's your friend. Hasn't he always been good and kind to you?
Only because he wanted to meet you.
Oh, what perfect nonsense.
Now that he has, doesn't need me anymore.
Why did he give us these tickets? Hmm? For just the two of us. Why?
I don't know. Probably just a trick.
A trick? Oh, Ned.
I don't know what it is that he wants. But he wants something from you. And he'll lie, and he'll cheat, and he'll trick us both until he gets it.
What's going on in that silly head of yours?
But you must have seen he's after something bad. I mean, he's changed you completely. He's tried to turn you against me so he can have you all to himself.
I'm not going to listen to such childish imaginings any longer. Either you go downstairs and apologize to Alexander, or you will spend New Year's Eve up here in your room.
You always told me to say sorry. Only when I meant it. Well, I don't. So I can't. Can I?
Very well. Your supper will be sent up to you.
Ich wünsche Ihnen einen angenehmen Abend.
Danke.
Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, Frau Tuchmann.
Is something the matter?
No, on the contrary. I'm fine. You?
Ned remains unrepentant.
Unrepentant. Shall we?
Guten Appetit.
Alexander, no more, really.
This is something very special. The most delectable of all. Chateau d'Yquem, 1881. A very good year. It was the year of your birth, was it not? It was a very good year for the Sauterne also. A good Chateau d'Yquem needs at least 30 years to fully mature, but one must not leave it too long. Ist das richtig, Karl?
Jawohl, Herr Baron.
I remember my father kept for many, many years the Chateau d'Yquem, 1837, believing it being improving. And when he finally opened the bottle to celebrate the invasion of France in 1914, It's vinegar.
I should have thought that most appropriate.
Indeed so.
The wine was French, was it not?
Yes. But what a shame, nonetheless. To have wasted its golden hour in the confines of a glass prison.
Let us hope the tragedy is not to be repeated.
Then, jump. Bravo, Edmund. You at least have proved yourself a man. Bravo.
Ned! What are you doing?
Evidently saving his mother's honor. Good for you.
Oh, Alexander, let me see your hand.
And so, I told you. No feeling, No pain. No love. Just nothing.
But you said you loved me.
Then Edmund knows me better than you do. The journey was all. Now it's over. La commedia è finita. I take my bow and go.
You see, Mama? I was right. I knew he wanted to hurt you. I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen.
Hurt me? What are you talking about?
But he was.
Please go away. Just go away.
But I saw him. I was watching.
Leave me! Ned?
You fine boy. Will you come with me? My very own daughters shall look after you. And every night, they will dance the round and rock and dance and sing you to sleep.
Forgive me, darling. Ned? Ned? Have you seen my son?
I'm sorry, madam, I haven't. Haben Sie vielleicht den jungen Herrn Tuchmann gesehen?
Leider nicht.
Is that the train for Vienna?
Ja, das will ich.
Ein Ticket bitte.
Hier kostet 2,30 Kronen.
Hey, du bekommst noch Geld.
Ned, can you hear me? Ned!
Oh, Mrs. Tuchman, we have found your son.
Where?
The station just telephoned.
What? station?
Here in Gutenstein. The sun has caught the train. 40 to 12 to Vienna. Is arriving at 1:05.
To Vienna?
To Vienna.
Oh my God. When is the next train?
Not until the morning, I'm afraid.
No, I must go to Vienna now, at once.
Prosit, mein Herr! Prosit, mein Herr!
Alexander, it's Sonia. Please, I need your help. I must get to Vienna. Edmund's run away.
All is well. There is a special extra train for New Year's Eve, leaving Gutenstein in just 1 hour's time. Goodbye, Mrs. Duffman. And we'll send your luggage with the first train in the morning.
Thank you.
Zum Bahnhof, bitte.
Hey, auf den! Los, herum!
Wiedersehen. Happy New Year.
Verschwind!
Years old, brown eyes, browny Augen, dark hair. He arrived on the 1:05 from Gutenstein.
Master Edmund.
Is my father here?
He's arrived. Edmund, I was about to send out a search party for you. What on earth has been going on? Come on, out with it.
I ran away.
That much I gathered from your mother's telegram. Maria, prepare some hot soup and then run a hot bath for the boy, will you please? Come on. Perhaps you'll be good enough to tell me exactly why you ran away. Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
Where is Mama?
She says she'll be here shortly. Just a silly misunderstanding between us. Well, what was it? Come on. I'm not going to bite you. Children don't run away without some sort of reason. So come on, let's hear it. What was this silly misunderstanding? He is. He's fine. He's in bed. He's told me his version of the story. Perhaps you would not care to tell me yours.
Well, it's, as I said in my telegram, it was just a silly misunderstanding.
I want the truth, Sonia. What exactly took place?
Well, I think he...
It's as I told you, Father. I behaved very badly. I wanted to stay up to see the new year, but Mama wouldn't let me.
Why? We let him stay up last year?
Well, that's what I said. But I'm afraid I was very rude in the way that I said it. And so rude that I felt ashamed. And so ashamed that I ran away. And I'm sorry, Mama. It'll never happen again.
I'm sorry too, darling.
Good. Then that's settled. If you truly are sorry, then the matter is closed, and we won't speak of it anymore. Agreed?
Thank you.
As for you, young man, it now really is your bedtime. Young man. Yes. I'd say that sits on you rather well.
Good night, Father. Good night, Mother.
I've missed you, my darling. It's so good to have you back.
In seinen Armen